Yeah, I'm just a big jinx really. But hey, Liverpool have stuffed up too, so we're still top of the league for another week running. Hello and welcome to another episode of Hollie's Hotspurs, and today I'll be talking about that 1-1 draw against Crystal Palace. If you are new to the channel, please remember to like on this video, comment you thought the game below and hit that subscribe button. Yes, the Christmas jumper is out, it's nearly Christmas, I'm feeling festive. Big 3 points were needed today, ensures to put the pressure on Liverpool as they play afterwards against Fulham. Now with beautiful hindsight, we now know that Liverpool have stuffed up as well, making it 1-1, so Wednesday's game against them is going to be hella stressful. Let's talk about this game first. The lineup came out and it went as follows. Lloris in goal with Serge, Toby, Dyer and Reguilon as our back four. Like I always say, Toby and Dyer combo I'm beginning to like just because Toby is so commanding at the back. We then had Højbjerg sitting just in front of those with Sissoko and Tanguy once again slotting back. He's feeling fit and ready to go today, which I was happy to see once again, with Bergwijn, Sonny and Kane up top. Again, I was impressed with the lineup. Nice to see Tanguy slotting back in after his mini little illness that he had. He's now recovered, he's back in the starting 11. Obviously I thought the only real person we really need to think about in the Palace side is Zaha, as he is back returning from injury. That man scares me. He's got blitzing pace and he knows exactly where the goal is, so he's a clinical striker. So that was the only guy that I was really worried about today. Although we get off on the mark straight away. As we know, Sonny and Kane are on blitzing form at the moment. 9 minutes in, ball is pinged over the top. Sonny is there, takes a touch, but unfortunately his touch takes him a little bit too far, and now the angle for him to try and slot it in the back of the net is quite tight. Obviously Guaita comes out, makes himself big, and Sonny skies it over the bar. But they were promising prospects from the first 9 minutes. Like I said, the man that I was really worried about today was Zaha, and in 13 minutes he showed his potential. He finds himself on the edge of our box, manages to find a bit of space, wiggling room, has a shot, fires it goalwards, and Hugo Lloris is forced to make a brilliant save. He manages to palm it with his left hand and then jump on the thing. And in quick succession, another ball is played over the top from Crystal Palace to find that man again, Zaha, but Dyer just does enough to put him off and he blasts the ball over the top of the goal. Like I said, the man is in confidence this week. 17th minute though, it was our time to shine. Serge Aurier, that I have said good things about at the moment, I'm happy if he does actually manage to get a new contract under Tottenham, because the man has really shone. Like I keep saying in all these bloody videos, that with Matt Doherty coming in and competition for space, he's really upped his game. And in this moment in time, he pings a low-driven cross towards the centre spot when Ndombele is waiting and first time swivels on it and tries to put it in the back of the corner across goal. But Guaita is there and he manages to make another good save. I'd really like to see Tanguy get on the score sheet once again. I think his performances each week are grinding more and more and more, and he's just looking more of the player that we thought we bought all those months ago, and he's actually finally shown it. So for him to get the score sheet today would be great, but that one just goes begging after a great save by Guaita. On the 18th minute, the other man that I'm really liking at the moment, Reguilon, cuts inside and has a shot from some quite distance out. It's a proper curly-whirly whiz bomber. It's going towards the top right corner, but it just fires over the top. Like I said, everybody's getting amongst it today, which was great to see. Every time we go on the attack at the moment with our combination plays, it seems like we're going to score. But unfortunately, we haven't yet, and I feel like this would come to bite us in the bum. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. In the 19th minute, I thought we were going front when the ball is whipped in from a corner. It meets Harry Kane's head, who is rising like a salmon over the top of Zaha. He heads it towards goal, and again, Guaita manages, with his great reflexes, to get it out. Again, I don't know how he's managed to save this, but he has. But Palace's luck finally ran out in the 22nd minute when this happened. Finally beat the deadlock. The man of the moment again, Harry Kane, finds the back of the net for himself. I've praised Guaita a lot in this video so far, but then was not probably one of his proudest moments. I don't really know what he's doing. I'm guessing he doesn't expect Kane to shoot from that far out. He does anyway. He gets his positioning all wrong. He tends to dive to the floor too early, and because of that, he taps it into his own net. But if you don't have a go, you don't know whether you're going to score. So In 23 minutes, we finally go 1-0 in front. Every time Palace are going forward on their counter-attack, they also look like they're going to score. But so far, we've managed to keep our shape and remained well disciplined. On the 33rd minute, I thought Ndombele was going to get on that score sheet once again. Kane puts a lovely through ball into the box. It's running away. Ndombele's getting there, but Guaita again comes out, trying to make up for his mistake earlier, and manages to grab it and snatch it. Just before the stroke of half-time, my heart was in my mouth when Easy manages to has a shot, as he finds not much room, but he finds just enough to fire it goalwards. Unlucky for us, it smashes the post. I don't think Hugo Lloris would have got there. Like I said, he managed to find some little wiggle room and manages to smash it, and it hits the post. Another let-off late on in the first half. Then the whistle goes, and to be fair, it was an okay half. I think we needed to take our chances more. We weren't very clinical today, which is unlike us, must I say. In recent games, we have been quite clinical when we have got that opportunity to score, and I hope in that moment of time that it wouldn't come to bite us on the bum, but sadly, as we all know, it did. As the second half kicked off, you could tell that we are losing our discipline, and I think Palace were as well, because there were some mad kebabbing challenges left, right and centre. Sissoko had a few. I also think Palace committed a few as well. It was getting a bit hairy and risky, but I also think that was the weather as well. Obviously it was coming down with a lot of rain. I mean, it's quite fun, trust me, to slide about on the grass. Saying this though, as we were getting a bit more sloppier, Palace were getting more and more into the game. And to be fair, you could probably play goal bingo, because not before long, you kind of thought they were going to level it. In the 66th minute, we see that Tanguy comes off for Gia, and once again, I think Tanguy's had a brilliant game. I'm just gutted for him that he didn't manage to get on the score sheet. He had a few chances himself, a couple in the first half. It's just a shame that he didn't manage to do it. But again, another great performance from him. In the 80th minute, like I said, we couldn't hold on any longer. We give away another free kick. There's been so many in the second half. There was a few in the first half. The second half was pretty much kebabbing season. Take a look at this. Free kick comes in. I don't really know what Hugo's doing at this moment in time. It looks like he wants to try and save it down low, but it kind of looks like he's laying an egg instead. And because of this, it slips out of his hand, and the first person to react is Loop, who then taps it home. I mean, it's a bit annoying, not to say the least, the fact that we held on for 80 minutes to then drop points, which is a bit annoying, and especially from Hugo. I mean, it was a well-crafted goal from that free kick. Like I said, it's probably a bit awkward for Hugo to try and save, but you think he'd try and jump on it or pounce on it. He just doesn't. He lays an egg instead, and it slips out. So in the 80th minute, it is now 1-1. Now you can see that this has pissed off Mourinho and a lot of our Spurs fans and the players themselves, because they turned on the heat, which you kind of thought they would have done the whole of the second half. I just think it kind of sloped off second half. The last 10 minutes, you kind of see that time was ticking, and they knew how much it meant to try and get these 3 points today, obviously with Liverpool playing straight after. But in those 10 minutes, I know Guaita's had a good game apart from the Kane goal the whole time. The man turns into prime Yashin, and I'm talking hat and everything. Prime Yashin. Davies decides to have a long shot from I don't even know where. I don't even know. I think he's trying to do a Harry Winks Supreme. He pings it in, and Guaita manages to get a hand on it, and it pings out. It finds Serge. Serge smashes it, comes off a Palace player, and then Harry Kane reacts quick and smashes it goalwards. I don't know how Guaita's reflexes, they were on point today. They were like 100% through the roof. He reflexes and manages to save it. Then moments later, we get a free kick, Dyer does this, and Guaita does this. I mean, for once, I was actually quite happy that Dyer took a free kick. Normally his free kicks are pretty dire, excuse the pun, but this was sublime, and the save was even better. The man's like an octopus today. I mean, fair play to Guaita, he definitely kept Palace in this game for a very long time, and his reaps were rewarded with the 1-1 draw. So yeah, it's very gutting. Obviously now we know that Liverpool had dropped points even more, so it's more frustrating that we couldn't pick up 3 points and get 2 points ahead of them. But regardless, it means that Wednesday's game is even more important. I think there'd be a lot of stress riding on it, but I think we'll be alright. It'd be a good game to watch. But yes, today's game ended 1-1, but hey, we're still top of the league for the 4th week running. I don't really know what's going on. It's a madness. We'll take the point. It's not a loss, and we move to Wednesday. If you have enjoyed this video, please remember to hit a like on this video and subscribe. I know, I think I've hit 600 subscribers, but you know what it's like. You tell everyone and then they start unsubscribing. So if you haven't already, please hit that sub button. And until next time on Wednesday, come on you Spurs.